You're in the middle of a conversation. Someone is talking. The words are there, audible, real. And then, without deciding to, you're somewhere else entirely. A place that doesn't exist. A version of yourself that hasn't happened yet. A conversation you'll probably never have. And then someone says your name, and you come back, slightly embarrassed, wondering how long you were gone. Daydreamers are often described as distracted, unfocused, lost. People who can't stay present, who drift when they should be here. But from the inside, it rarely feels like absence. It feels like going somewhere. Somewhere quieter, richer, more alive than the room they just left. The question isn't why they can't focus. The question is what they're looking for when they leave. Psychologists call it mind wandering, and for a long time it was treated as a failure of attention, something to correct, to medicate, to train away. But research tells a different story. The brain doesn't drift by accident, it drifts with purpose. When the mind wanders, it activates what's called the default mode network, a system deeply involved in self-reflection, empathy, creativity, and the ability to imagine futures that don't exist yet. In other words, daydreaming is the brain doing some of its most sophisticated work, just not the work the outside world asked for. There's another dimension, too. For many chronic daydreamers, the inner world became a refuge early on, a place to escape boredom, loneliness, or environments that felt too loud, too unpredictable, too much. The imagination offered something reality couldn't: control, safety, a storyline where things made sense, and the brain, being the adaptive machine it is, learned to go there often. Sometimes too often, until the line between resting and escaping became hard to find. So here's something worth asking. Where do you go when you drift? To a better version of your life? To unresolved conversations, to places and people that feel safer than the present. Because the content of the daydream is rarely random. It points at something, a need, a fear, a longing that hasn't found its way into real life yet. The daydream isn't the distraction. It might be the message. Daydreaming isn't a flaw. It's a language, one the mind uses when words aren't enough, when the present moment doesn't have room for everything that needs to be felt. The real question isn't how to stop drifting. It's learning to listen to where the drift goes. The video ends. Your mind doesn't have to. More questions, same place. Subscribe.